Hey everybody, I got a new toy. I've got to show you. This is Bessie. I know, Bessie, what a silly name. I just picked this up a couple days ago and I absolutely love it. And I can't wait to share with you how she sounds. But first, a couple things I want to do. First of all, I want to shout out to a friend of mine. I haven't seen this guy in over 25 years. And he found me on Facebook, and I just want to say, hey, to Joe, it is so cool to find you. Squabinido. What's going on, mate? Anyway. And also, I want to tell you a little story about this guitar. I walked into Willis Music one day, and I picked up not this guitar, but the same model. And played around with it a little bit. I've been thinking about a bass guitar just to have around and mess around with. And really wasn't sure if I wanted to spend the money to buy one. And it had to be acoustic because I didn't want to have to plug it in to practice. And with the bass guitar, unless it's acoustic, you have to plug it in to hear it. It's just too low. You can't hear it unless it's plugged in. Or acoustic. I picked this thing up and it was awesome. I mean, it sounded great. Every note sounded perfect, and I could hear it all the way through. The low notes were resonating very well. The chamber was big enough to handle the low vibrations of the lower notes on the bass guitar. And I looked at the price. $179. I couldn't believe it. And like an idiot, I walked out of that store without buying it. I mean, even as I'm walking out, I'm saying to myself, I can't believe I'm walking out of this store without buying this thing. But I just couldn't justify $179 at that time, and I really don't know why I didn't do it. I just didn't do it. And I was kicking myself for that, and I went back to the store wanting to buy it. And of course it wasn't there. And, you know, I shopped around, picked up a few other acoustic basses, and you know, the ones that I picked up were either too small and the low notes weren't resonating well. They really needed to be plugged in anyway, and I didn't want that in an acoustic bass. All I could think about for weeks was that bass guitar I picked up and how much I wanted it. I really didn't even know why, or don't know why to this day. But I had to have it. Finally, I went back to the same store and I said, look, you know, I picked up this thing. And the guy says, oh, that's our best-selling guitar. We get them in all the time. They just sell. I said, well, okay, well, get me one. And he did. And here it is. Virtually the same guitar I picked up that day. Everything about it was just as good as the first one I picked up. And it is electric. See, I can plug it in and play it through my amplifier if I want to, but that's not why I bought this thing. I bought it so I can practice playing bass guitar without plugging it in. Anyway, I've had it for just a couple of days, but let me show you a couple of things I figured out. First of all, I wrote a song. I didn't practice before I started this video, so if you see a couple of screen skips, it's because I messed up and had to redo it. But anyway, there you go. All right. How's that, huh? Not bad for a first song written for bass guitar. I'm going to be writing bass lines to a lot of my guitar songs that I've written. Hopefully that'll come out well. And there are a few bass lines in rock and roll that I really love, and I wanted to learn how to play them. I got a couple of them. Again, bear with me. It's a brand new instrument for me. See if you recognize this. In fact, I'm not going to tell anybody what these two songs are. I'm going to leave it in the comments below. See if anybody can guess one. This is the first one. Oh, I messed up. Let me try again. Down on that one. Okay, and this is song number 2. Oh, messed that up. Try it again. That's really just the opening bass line for that song. I'm going to learn that whole song because I love it. I don't think I'll be able to get the guitar down on that one though, because I don't know, I'm just not a very good guitar player, and I don't spend a lot of time trying to learn other people's music. I just like to create stuff and strum and sing. But this is my new toy. I am very happy with my new toy. I absolutely love my new toy, and hopefully I'll be making some YouTube videos with this thing playing, man. I can hardly wait. Peace, everybody.